Another feature introduced in Windows 8, or maybe it's just enhanced, is monitoring your network connection, your internet connection. What I mean by that is it's handy if you're on a metered, if you have a capped bandwidth every month, and it will show you the usage. So I just I'll bring up a diagram because I don't want to show any personal information about my connection. But you can see here, if I well, first of all, to get to this is you go down to the system tray on the taskbar at the bottom right, usual place. You click on the network internet icon. This is wireless, and up here is wired. So anyway, when I right click on my connection, this comes up. Show estimated usage, set as metered connection, which can come in very handy for users with a cap. Forget this network. Okay. Turn the file print sharing. View connection will take you right to your network's credentials. Where you can, if you have to change your password, you can do that. So I opted to show that even though it's not there, you can show it. So the next diagram, that's what I did. I opted to show it, and it shows with the last 5 days, it's collected over 13 gigabytes, and that's an estimated. So you can reset this and start again, or whatever. You can keep an eye on how much you're downloading and what time frame. This ties in nicely with the Task Manager app history, because it has resource usage for the current user. And on the first column is the name of the application. The next one is the CPU time that it's taking, and how much of the network usage it had. If you're on metered, I guess this would show something, I'm not sure what. And the title updates, so you can see here that some of them are updated. And right-clicking on any one of these applications will bring up Switch to, so that will switch to Internet Explorer 10 new UI edition back to the desktop. And the last thing is I'll open a Charms menu thing, and we'll go to Settings, PC Settings. Just give me a second here. So I'll drag this a bit over so we have more of the settings. Okay, now we go down to Devices, and right at the bottom it says Download over metered connections, and the text says to help prevent extra charges, meaning if you go over your cap, keep this off so device software such as drivers, info, and apps for new services won't download while you're on a metered connection. On metered connections, now it's set to off. I'm not sure how that works personally, but it's a feature you can definitely look into. So I'll close this application and we'll go back to the desktop. Drag this over, and yeah, so I think it's a nice addition, so you can definitely keep track, at least estimated, of your usage if you're on a metered connection, or even if you're not, you can just keep track of how much you're downloading and what applications are taking up the most bandwidth, I guess, and CPU time. And you can delete the history of your application usage, and you can also reset your metered connection. Each version of Windows that comes out since Windows XP, Microsoft has really been trying to nail down the OS security-wise. Starting with Windows 8, it'll be the first time since Windows 3 that an antivirus ships with the operating system. It's called Windows Defender again. It is Security Essentials, but it's rebranded back to Windows Defender, and it has all the same features and stuff with the firewall control and stuff. And all I can say about that, well, to open it, WinKey Q and search for Defender, and you can see it here. And it looks, you know, like Windows Defender, Security Essentials, and you have your history and your updates and your settings and real-time protection on and off, excluded, advanced settings, yeah, administrative. I guess if you untick that, it's going to ask for a UAC. I mean, UAC is going to ask you, are you sure you want to do this? So all I can say about this is, it's so far is, you know, I don't know if there's any Windows 8 viruses out there. However, if you're going on the track record of Security Essentials and, you know, you're how would I put this, responsible computer user on the internet, then you're pretty safe. Okay, I'm not saying not, you know, you have to use it, but it's another enhancement out of the box that should keep you safe. It wasn't like Windows XP, the first edition, where you were littered with viruses and malware and stuff. Up until now, a feature that was in the Ultimate Editions and Enterprise Editions was BitLocker. That's an encryption tool to encrypt your files, folders, and that's in Control Panel. So I'll open up Control Panel, and I'll just do a search for BitLocker. There it is. So now it's available in the Professional Edition of Windows 8. And if you notice here, I have it turned off, but you can also encrypt your other drives that you have, which is neat. And BitLocker to go is really neat for USB drives. And to make it even more appealing, I guess, to use, is when you plug that in and you turn BitLocker to go on, it will recommend that only encrypt what data is on there, and then as an ongoing, it will encrypt whatever you add, so it doesn't encrypt the whole removable USB flash drive at once. And another additional thing that's been added is, of course, you want to back up your key. You can back it up to your hard drive or a network, of course, and if you have a Microsoft account, it will upload it to SkyDrive. So if you ever lose it, as long as you have your password for SkyDrive, you go to the SkyDrive site on live.com, it will show you your encryption key, basically. So just another addition to the Windows 8 Professional Edition consumer OS based systems that we didn't have before.